Let's duel! First, I play Giant Germ in attack mode. Then I put down 2 face downs and end my turn. What's this? Kaiba left himself wide open to an attack. That's not like him at all. Yes, he's planning something. But we have to give it our all, Yugi. Yeah, we should attack. I summon Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts in attack mode. Inner monologue for Kaiba. That's right, Yugi. Go on and attack. For when you do, I'll activate my trap card, rendering all your cards useless. Yeah. Or the other way the duels go. This is it, Yugi. At last, I finally defeat you and prove that I am the superior duelist. I use polymerization to fuse the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons I have in my hand to create the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Oh no! And with this, I have sealed your fate, Yugi. That may be, Kaiba, but I'm not out yet. What? I use this card to summon the Dark Magician. Oh no! And yes, and now I activate Monster Reborn to summon a monster back to the field. And I summon back the Dark Magician Girl. Ah! Next I use Sage's Stone. This card and blah blah blah. It's just stupid. You're like, wow, that was actually really good representation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh wait, no, it's I gotta rewind. Oh no, that monster! 4,500 attack points! Yes, it will be hard, Yugi, but we can defeat him. We just need to trust in the heart of the cards. First, I use Pot of Greed. There you go. Now it's a proper representation of Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Pot of Greed. What's Pot of Greed do? It allows me to draw 2 cards. I drew exactly what I need. First, I play Monster Reborn to bring back the Dark Magician Girl from the graveyard. Next, I play Book of Secret Arts to increase the power of my Dark Magician by, what was it, like 400 points or something like that? I haven't played that card in a while, but it's like 400 points, something like that. Next, I play this. This allows me to combine the 2 attacks into one, but not before I use this card, increasing their power further. Dark Magician Girl, attack his Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and end this duel. How did you win? I ran this through so many simulations, and I finally found the strategy that beat you, and yet I still lost. Kaiba. Simulations can't really, whatever inspirational crap that Yugi says. Never outperform true heart and determination. Only by putting your faith in your deck and in the heart of the cards can you truly succeed. Okay, there we go. Now that's more Yu-Gi-Oh! You're like, well, yeah, that's actually pretty good representation. It wouldn't have been right without the Pot of Greed. What's Pot of Greed do? It allows you to draw 2 cards. Which is, I mean, it's good, but like, Card of Sanctity is a lot better, honestly. You know, it allows you to draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So, you know, or Graceful Charity is a really good one. But, you know, it's the Pot of Greed. It's just, it's a classic card. But I'm sorry, just, and also the fake outs at the end of some of the episodes. Like, you'll have Yugi having like giving us a fake out moment Like, Kai will be like, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, attack Yugi and end this duel. And Yugi's like, oh no, if this attack succeeds, I lose. And then the next episode, he's like, you've activated my trap card, Mirror Force. And Kai was like, ah. But then Kaiba neutralizes it with negate. And the duel's still on. Fake outs like that. Like, why have the main character fake everyone out when he knows full well he's going to activate a trap card and save himself at the last second? Also, the whole thing with Marek, it's like, if he succeeds and gets all the Egyptian god cards, he'll be unstoppable. Egyptian god card. Problem solved. Can't do anything if he doesn't have all three. Or you could do to Marek what he did to his father. You take his Millennium Rod, right? You take the spike out at the end, and you kill him. Yugi's had no problem killing people in the past. Or rather, the Pharaoh. So or darts. Instead of listening to darts say, the great Leviathan, for like the millionth time, kill him. In the Bonds Beyond Time, or whatever that movie is, with Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei, you have this dude who's from the future where duel monsters destroyed humanity. So I think he tries to go back to kill Pegasus, since Pegasus is the one who created the actual card game Duel Monsters. It's like, you have Jaden, Yusei, and Yugi, all with special powers. Just kill the guy. Why sit there bonding over a card game with each other when you can just kill him? Like, what's the problem here? You Pharaoh, why don't you do a little bit of a mind crush? Mind crush. Just instead, let's duel. What do you have here? The Enter the Shadow Realm. That's like the whole Marek one. Which is pretty cool. Marek's duels are pretty cool. The fact that Joey was gonna beat him. I summoned Geoffrey, the Iron Knight. Oh no! If Joey's able to succeed, he'll have defeated Marek. And Marek's like, oh, poopy! And then he's like, Geoffrey, Nighty Night. And then Marek's like, I knew you couldn't defeat me, little Joey. But it was like Joey, who is apparently such a bad duelist, and he's still being put down by Kaiba. Like, Kaiba wouldn't be able to hope to defeat Marek, and yet he's watching this person who he's constantly put down, one move away from defeating Marek. But Plot Armor has other plans for Marek, because no one can defeat him except for the Pharaoh. But you have this third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck, and he's about to defeat Marek. And yet Kaiba still goes on, and you're one of the worst duelists I've ever seen, Wheeler. Like, dude, I was about to beat Marek. Let's see how you would have gone far, rich boy. I would have defeated him with only a few moves, because unlike you, I have skill and the power of an Egyptian god. Yeah, well, I had nothing but crap cards in my deck, and I almost beat the guy. Joey's got a point. You've got some pretty strong cards, Kaiba, but he has nothing but crap, and he was one move away from defeating Marek. And he did it all without an Egyptian god. He's right, Seto. Shut up, Okuba. But, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But this with Noah and Gozaburo and the Big Five, and our bodies no longer exist. And that's why we need new bodies to escape into the real world. And we've chosen yours. So they all duel the gang, and the one thing that annoys me, especially with Noah's thing, is you have Tristan, right? He's watched how many duels with Yugi and Joey, and the guy still doesn't know how to duel properly. Like Serenity, like it was him, Serenity, Tristan, and Duke against Nesbit. 3-on-1. Duke is a pretty good duelist. And Serenity didn't know what she was doing at all. But the guy who's watched Yugi take on Kaiba, Yugi take on Pegasus, Yugi take on multiple people, watch Joey take on multiple people, somehow he's like, damn, you not know how to duel. When he's sitting there like commentating on duels sometimes, like, well, Yugi's monster's pretty strong, but unfortunately, it can only attack when, it's like, okay, why don't you take what you know and then apply it to your own duel? And it just made no sense. It made no sense. How can a guy who's followed them around, watched their strategies, knows the game, how can he sit there like, me dum-dum, what's this do? Pot of greed, what's this do? It allows me to draw 2 cards? But, also the Bible reference. So Noah versus Kaiba, they have deck masters, and Noah's deck master is called Shinato's Ark. The kid's name is Noah, so it's really Noah's Ark. Bible reference in Yu-Gi-Oh! Which they go out of their way to take out every other Bible reference. But for this case, because it wasn't specifically stated to be Noah's Ark, oh, it's completely different. Completely different. But the whole idea with the game, like it's like any game that or show that's like a game, a child's game, and somehow the fate of the world depends on whoever winning. It's like Beyblades. The most powerful Beyblade ever created, sealed away centuries ago, has unleashed terror on the world. What? Or it's the same thing. It's like, if he gains all Egyptian god cards, Egyptian god card, problem solved. He said he needs all 3 Egyptian god cards. There's 1 less god card now. Congratulations, you saved the world. But, oh no, if I don't defeat Marek, he'll have the power to rule the world. It's like, what? He'll be unstoppable. Right. You could always just sneak up behind him and kill him. Like you did back in the old days. But yeah, just the whole concept. It's not like a Pokemon thing where, like, oh yeah, this Pokemon, when it's ready to go back to sleep and it forms a cocoon around itself, has to absorb all the nutrients and life from around it, and everything around dies. Or like Digimon, where you see like Myotismon when he came into the world, how much destruction he caused. Or Digimon Tri. Digimon, despite being data, if they get into the real world, they're a real threat. Like, they can destroy the planet. But dual monsters? Really? Really? If I lose this duel, we lose everything. And then you have Yugi and his habit of cheating. He calls it the heart of the cards. But somehow, it's like sometimes he'll show like a light shining through his deck and he'll just draw the card that he needs. And he won't even look at it. He just instinctively knows it's what he needs. He basically wills it into existence. Or, oh no, if we don't draw the card we need, Yugi, it's all over. We should try a different method, Pharaoh. Like what, Yugi? Check your sleeve. What? Your sleeve. Check your sleeve. What's this? I put it there before the duel started. It's the card I know we'll need to defeat Kaiba. You're right, Yugi. Too much is riding on this. And then Kaiba or Yugi will do a bunch of like flashy hand things, and he'll pull out the card and kind of like make it look like he's drawing it from his deck. I draw! It's exactly the card I need. How does he know without even looking at it? You know, it could be like that. But just the heart of the cards, being able to will the cards you need into existence. Why doesn't he just do that the entire time? If he has the power to will the cards he needs from his deck to the top and just will them into existence, why don't they just do that all the time? I mean, clearly it's not something everyone can do. Him being the Pharaoh and all that, he can clearly do it whenever he wants. I mean, Kaiba's done it, you know, obviously because of his ancient past. But if these beings, if they're so strong that they can just think of the card and will that card that they need to the top of their deck, why don't they just do that from the start to perform a combo so devastating that nothing can stop it? Like when they draw their cards to start the duel, why not just draw all the cards right off the right off the bat that you need to do this deadly combo that will just set up the rest, either set up the rest of the duel to be in your favor or just end it within like a turn or two. Like, why are you waiting till the last second to will these cards into existence? Like, you clearly have no problem doing it. So it's like, oh, well, that'd be cheating. Well, they're cheating anyway. When they're drawing a card and you see the card they need, move from the bottom of the deck through a ray of a thing of light up to the top, they're fucking cheating. They're flat out cheating because that card was at the bottom of the deck. They didn't play a card to, it allows me to look through my deck and pick. No. They just said, heart of the cards. And they're just, I need this card. And exactly what I need. It's cheating. It's cheating. So I don't know why Yugi or Kaiba or whoever just doesn't do that from the beginning. Instead of like looking for your god card or trying to draw it out through other cards, just will it to existence on the top. You know what would end this duel real fast? My Slifer the Sky Dragon. Gee, I really hope it's next. Hey, what do you know? Slifer the Sky Dragon. And it looks like this duel's over. I sacrifice these cards to summon Slifer the Sky Dragon. And since I'm holding 6 cards in my hand, Slifer the Sky Dragon's attack and defense is now 6,000. I attack you directly. Duel over. Seriously. It makes no sense. But when you're adapting a game like Yu-Gi-Oh! or Duel Masters or Beyblades or whatever, you need some kind of high stakes. It's not like DBZ and intergalactic beings and gods that can literally wipe out the universe. No, it's a children's card game. And despite the fact that you could easily just take the Egyptian god, like one Egyptian god card, pair it up, and there you go. Problem solved. Marik's been defeated because he needs all the Egyptian gods in order to be powerful. But if one of them's gone, what's he going to do? Tape it? I don't think it has the same power if it's taped back up. Put it through a shredder, tape it, and then just do what Weevil did. Say goodbye to the pieces! Just scatter it in the ocean. And then they'll all get wet and dissolve. Problem solved. But yeah, it's just a ridiculous show. I mean, the manga's great. The show is good. But making these high stakes, world-ending threats based on a children's card game, like, oh no, if I don't draw the card I need, the whole world's going to be destroyed. Really, my guy? Really?
why not just like you're in your duel and just like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this, and I'm just, you know, Slifer the Sky Dragon. There you go. Looks like my problems are over. Marek, you've been defeated. Slifer the Sky Dragon no longer exists, so you're unable to get all 3 Egyptian god cards. Problem solved. Or why not just will everything to the top of your deck right off, you know, right away? So, anyway, I play the Giant Germ and put 2 face-down cards on the field and end my turn. Go on, attack me, Yugi. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life. You've activated my trap card, the Crush Card Virus. It infects your deck and all monsters with 1,500 attack points or more. I think it's like 15. It's like 14 or 15, where it basically just leaves monsters. Hang on, I think it's like 14 or 1,500. So you have this one right here, the actual card. It's a little different, but it is 1,500 attack. In the manga or anime, it's like 1,500, and it just wipes out pretty much any monster with 1,500 or more. But yeah, so that's what Kaiba does sometimes, and he continues to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's like, you fool, you activated my trap card, the Crush Card Virus. And now every card in your deck with 1,500 attack points or more is useless, leaving you with nothing but weak, pathetic monsters. But yet you can still use spell cards to enhance their power, so, you know, there's that. But yeah. And then he always says something about his blue eyes and how it's unstoppable, and he's been stopped so many times. You would think the guy would learn the meaning of unstoppable, but like, he's constantly getting his blue eyes beaten. I summon the unstoppable Blue Eyes White Dragon! And it's like, oh no, he destroyed my blue eyes. Well, then I guess he's not unstoppable now, is he? I summon this! Ah, Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to summon him! Actually, this is Exodia Necros. Oh. Ah! Exodia Necros! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to summon him! Oh wait, no, I think the line before it was, where Kaiba thinks it's Exodia, and then he's like, no, Exodia, it's not possible. No one's ever been able to summon him, except for that one time. And that's when Guzaburo was like, actually, this is Exodia Necros. Oh, okay. Ah, Exodia Necros. I attack. Exodia. Ah, Exodia. It's not possible. Are you okay? That's from the Abridged series. You know, before little Kuribo became just a typical left-wing cuck. Sitting there on Twitter whining about the SAG-AFTRA and all that. And we need to use our voices to protect our own. Unions are good, and all you people are just doo-doo heads. But anyway, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time to duel! Where's your deck? My deck? Yes, your deck! Is this Duel Monsters? Because this feels like Duel Monsters. Is that fucking Frieza? Cell. Anyway, yeah. I'm sure you guys have watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Plenty of times. Of all the ridiculous things in Yu-Gi-Oh!, what's the one thing you've always found the most ridiculous? Was it the fact that the fate of the world comes down to a children's card game? Is it the fact that Kaiba continues to insist that his blue eyes is unstoppable despite being destroyed so many times? Is it the fact that Tristan, despite following Yugi and Joey and seeing them duel, still knows nothing about the card game itself and can't duel his way out of a paper bag? The fact that Kaiba continues to insult Joey despite the fact that Joey was like that close to defeating Marek despite not having a god card himself. Anyway, yeah, let me know. But that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.